So, I'm a huge fan of Fire Emblem. I'm very impressed that Nintendo can manage to make a game so addicting that you want to continue to play for hours, but yet so frustrating that I'm genuinely surprised there's not a controller straight through my TV at this point. So recently, for transparency, I've been playing through Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and something that I do is basically when I want to just play a game, I typically try and just record it, because even if I don't have my mic attached to my setup and I'm ready to commentate over videos, that is just a lot of work to do on every game you play. I realize that I can always add commentary later, so that it's not that big of a deal, but I pretty much record most times that I play games on my TV. Eventually I do plan to do a Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn playthrough on my channel, but trust me, even though you get the little behind the scenes that I'm currently recording it, I promise you will not see it for a long time. Because I have plenty of other projects that I'm working on that'll come way before this. But if you know anything about Fire Emblem, you know that basically you use strategy and then pray to RNG and hope that you don't get screwed over. During my short recording session, my file size before editing it down in post was only about 20 minutes long because I was just so frustrated after what you're about to see happened. But basically, I think this is probably the worst set of RNG I've ever experienced while playing Fire Emblem. And I've always thought I'm not a very lucky person ever. So, putting me in a scenario of me playing a game that does rely on luck is never a good combo. But I'll just run the footage and you can see exactly what I mean. Now, is this all luck's fault? No, definitely not. I probably should not have put Boyd next to a mercenary with a killing edge. I probably should not have put Ike in a position to get hit by a bunch of stuff, to die and get a game over, and maybe I could have given more support or better placement to where Titania was. But the fact of the matter still is that for Boyd, I got crit twice and he had a killer axe, and he didn't crit, which would have saved him. That longbow archer, that crit Ike, had a somewhere between a 20 and 30% chance of hitting, according to the numbers, and like a 3 to 4% chance of critting, and the mage was in the perfect range to be in the shadows, yet still have enough range to come out and take out Ike. And then the Titania thing, I mean, come on, she just did not dodge at all. So there's definitely some things that, you know, is my fault on better placement. Never said I was great at the game, but still, I was so frustrated. 3 resets in a matter of 20 minutes, and I about had it after that. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini video on just some of the behind the scenes craziness that happens whenever I finally get around to, you know, making the actual episode for the playthrough. The footage you just saw won't be in it. There's a lot of trial and error when it comes to, you know, putting together an episode, and while I don't want to frame anything like I'm perfect at playing these games, it is going to be a real pain in the butt to have an episode of me just dying over and over again. So there's been plenty of instances when I've been recording that I've just completely, you know, gotten rid of some footage. And so what I'm going to try and do from now on, if, you know, I'm recording a game and something crazy like this happens, then I'll try and just make a little short video and so you can see just some of the things that go on behind the scenes. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.